On May 7, 2024, Whitehall police were alerted by flock cameras to a stolen vehicle connected to an earlier aggravated robbery in Columbus. Whitehall officers began the pursuit and quickly requested backup from Columbus police as the suspects continued fleeing.
I want to get one. 631 of them, 640.
Thank you.
Be there for 604 people here as well.
604 Channel 3.
Chopper's still southbound. Southbound Georgia Road. They'll be coming out to area of Walmart.
During the chase, the teens ditched the first stolen vehicle and took another, escalating the danger. The driver of the stolen Hyundai later struck a police cruiser head-on near Climb and Riverbend roads, damaging several units as officers tried to contain them.
I can't see, bro.
631, 638, got
Are they agree all in this place?
631, Climb and Riverbend.
Your job reading the entrance way field, the Book Stadium, your left, Mouse Street, or southbound. Get out.
The pursuit came to an end when an officer performed a pit maneuver, sending the Hyundai into a tree. Both suspects were taken into custody, and given their history with stolen cars, they were held in juvenile detention, pending their next hearing. Police launched a pursuit on Wednesday afternoon after 5 men attempted to steal roughly $5,000 worth of merchandise from a Home Depot. Employees caught the suspects loading 2 vehicles with stolen items and immediately called police, prompting the men to split up, 2 fleeing on foot into a wooded area, while the others tried escaping in 2 getaway cars, initiating the chase.
Northbound, down Day Memorial. All split, and I got 2 vehicles running. One I'm chasing, Henry Victor X-Ray 4968. Pulled in behind Sam. Plays on myself and 11 out to front of Street Creek. Red Charlotte right there, 2 barbells. Running towards Home Depot. 2810, I think he's trying to get out for the feeder road here northbound. We have any units? Northbound.
Up there in northbound on 45, coming up from Hines here.
Henry Victor X-Ray 4968.
As Shenandoah officers moved in, the 2 getaway cars collided, and the black Dodge Charger struck a police cruiser before hopping a median and speeding onto David Memorial Drive. After hitting a curb and losing its front right tire, the Charger came to a stop, and 2 suspects, Darrell Lee and Devonta Lee, fled on foot but were quickly captured and charged. Meanwhile, the second vehicle, a white Toyota, fled onto I-45, briefly evaded officers, and was later found abandoned near a construction site. The remaining 3 suspects are still at large, but all stolen merchandise was recovered with help from multiple assisting agencies. The pursuit began when Deputy Sean McGuigan saw a gold Chevy Suburban blow through a stop sign at Interstate 75 and County Road 234, nearly causing a crash as it sped into the oncoming lane. When he activated his lights and siren, the driver immediately fled, throwing an alcoholic beverage out the window while racing through Cafe Risque's parking lot and onto County Road 234, before turning south on Highway 441.
We're heading towards 441. We're coming up to 441 now. He's in the wrong lane of traffic. Through the median. We're at 70. $50 miles an hour. We're at 30. I'm pitting. Pit failed.
The suspect drove into oncoming lanes, hit 100 miles per hour in a construction zone, and even flipped off the deputy during the chase. McGuigan attempted several pit maneuvers and eventually spun the Suburban out, but the driver escaped the first time and rammed the deputy's patrol car twice. Additional units, including FHP and multiple deputies, joined as the pursuit continued through Mechanipe, with stop sticks failing to stop the suspect.
Right road, somewhat wet.
Push your little block now. We're coming up to 326. Sticks deployed.
We missed him.
Alright, we're coming through the intersection. And I'm just trying to make another loop to go ahead towards center again.
Speed 100. Traffic light.
Sorry, we stopped that. Real stopped it. Just headed into Marion. Go.
Deputy Jasper Stevenson finally executed a successful pit on Highway 441, bringing the Suburban to a stop. FHP and assisting deputies boxed the vehicle in, and the suspect, Richardson, was taken into custody without further incident. Deputies later learned he was already on probation for DUI and fleeing, was wanted in a similar incident earlier that day, and now faces multiple new felony charges. On May 20th, 2023, along U.S. Highway 67 South near the 3-mile marker, Trooper Jackson Shoemate, Trooper T. Van Schoik, and Trooper A. Escamilla attempted to stop a black GMC Sierra for its connection to previous criminal activity. The vehicle, driven by Christopher Monroe, was wanted for drug trafficking and had active warrants, including one for evading in a motor vehicle from Rockwall County, Texas. Monroe refused to stop, rammed a patrol vehicle, and immediately fled, initiating a high-speed pursuit.
This vehicle is smoking. Down. We have medium traffic, actually heavy traffic, speed 85. Fast and Curtis Sykes, medium traffic, speed 80.
We're on public service now. We'll be back to the AC.
During the pursuit, Monroe drove recklessly, weaving through traffic and ignoring the safety of the public. Trooper Van Schoik attempted a pit maneuver that failed, causing her vehicle to spin out, while Trooper Shoemate took over primary. Monroe continued to evade officers with dangerous driving, demonstrating a blatant disregard for law enforcement and the surrounding community.
Westbound on Roosevelt, westbound Roosevelt.
Copy, Maine.
Copy, Maine.
Copy, Izzard Street.
Copy, Izzard Street.
Looks like we're going to be going south on MLK. Sorry, I got cut off. I'm trying to catch back up.
Eastbound Roosevelt, eastbound Roosevelt.
Eastbound Roosevelt.
The pursuit ultimately ended when Sergeant Stephen Briggs executed a successful pit maneuver that flipped Monroe's vehicle, bringing the chase to a decisive stop. The vehicle was disabled, and officers secured the scene after the violent conclusion to the chase. Christopher Monroe was taken into custody without further incident. Also, he faced full list of charges. On March 24, 2023, Trooper Young conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for speeding 90 miles per hour in a 75-mile-per-hour zone along Interstate 30 westbound near the 2-mile marker.
Hello, I'm Trooper Young, Arkansas State Police. Pulling you over at 90, okay? It's a 75 right here.
75, right?
75, yeah. You were at 90. You got your yeah, 90. You got your driver's license insurance? You got ID or anything?
I got it in my phone.
Yeah, what about... There he is. Is that a kid?
No, it's not my wife.
No, somebody sleeping under that blanket in the back.
No, I don't. No.
Okay. All right. I'll be right back.
Trooper Young noticed something wasn't right. The driver was visibly nervous, shaking, and couldn't sit still. He first showed an ID on his phone under the name Wilmer Perez, but it didn't match his true identity.
There you go. Hey, if you don't mind, come back here. Oh, no. No, you come back here. You come back here. There you go. No, it's okay. So I wasn't able to find anything on William Perez. So I got a fingerprint scanner. Where are you going to?
I'm going to Dallas.
Dallas?
Yes.
All right. I got you out of the car. I'm gonna pat you. No weapons on you, right?
No.
No weapons on you?
No.
Oh, here you go. I'm gonna pat you down real quick. All right. Just hang out right here. I'll be right back.
A fingerprint check revealed the driver was Ezekiel Duran, a deported felon, prompting Trooper Young to attempt an arrest for obstructing governmental operations. During the attempted arrest, Duran resisted, pulling away and trying to pry Trooper Young's hands from him.
All right. Still no weapons, right? I'm gonna pat you. There you go. You are under arrest.
Huh? What?
You're under arrest.
What?
You're under arrest
Why?
because you gave me the wrong name.
No.
Put your hands behind your back right now.
I don't have
After being taken to the ground twice, Ezekiel Duran fled on foot into the woods next to the interstate, evading a taser and remaining at large. The passenger, Daisy Fajardo, was arrested for hindering apprehension, taken to Miller County Jail, and later released on a personal recognizance bond. Trooper Young will seek warrants for Duran for resisting arrest, fleeing on foot, obstructing governmental operations, and speeding, underscoring the dangers officers face, even during routine traffic stops. On June 24, 2022, Trooper Corbin Freeman of the Arkansas State Police observed a silver 2011 BMW 535 traveling eastbound on Interstate 30 near the baseline exit at excessive speed. The vehicle was weaving through traffic at 86 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. When Trooper Freeman attempted a traffic stop at the Chico exit, the driver refused to yield and fled, initiating a dangerous high-speed pursuit onto city streets, driving over 100 miles per hour, entering oncoming lanes, and running multiple red lights.
Adam 32 and 37. Like traffic speeds, 70 miles an hour. Great BMW.
During the pursuit, the driver continued to drive recklessly, exceeding 100 miles per hour, running multiple red lights, and entering oncoming traffic. The suspect actively attempted to avoid a pit maneuver by braking and swerving, forcing Trooper Freeman to carefully maneuver through tight city streets while keeping other vehicles and pedestrians in mind.
Turn east on Mapleville Pike. Occupied 2 times, 2 blocks now. Clear. West 53rd Street. Coming back up University.
The pursuit ended on 53rd Street when Trooper Freeman executed a pit maneuver, bringing the BMW to a stop. The driver fled on foot, climbing a chain-link fence and evading capture, while the passenger was safely removed and detained. A search of the vehicle uncovered 21.6 grams of suspected Xanax pills and a digital scale, indicating criminal activity beyond traffic violations. The passenger was booked for questioning, and authorities continue searching for the driver, who will face charges for fleeing, resisting arrest, and related offenses. On April 18, 2024, Trooper Jacob Graham was stationary in the median on U.S. Highway 412 when he observed a red Pontiac Vibe speeding eastbound at 100 miles per hour in a posted 65 miles per hour zone. Trooper Graham activated his emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop. As he approached, the vehicle slowed briefly but then became erratic, eventually veering off the highway and striking a fence line. The vehicle continued southeast across a field before coming to a final stop.
They just wrecked into a tree.
During the pursuit, the driver fled from the vehicle on foot, moving through open fields and attempting to evade Trooper Graham. The suspect was initially clothed in a blanket and displayed unusual behavior, refusing to comply with commands. Additional units were dispatched, and a perimeter was established to contain the area, while Trooper Graham attempted to safely apprehend the suspect.
Come here. Hey, roll over on you. Roll over.
No, I didn't know the cop. That's what I'm saying. Please. I didn't know the cop. That's what I'm saying.
Well, we would happily get you one, but you just got to do what we say first, okay? 10-15.
The pursuit ended when Trooper Graham detained the suspect in a field, where she continued resisting and had to be physically secured. The suspect, later identified as Glenna Fleetwood, was medically cleared on scene and transported to Madison County Jail. She faces charges for fleeing and resisting arrest, and the incident required decontamination of Trooper Graham's patrol unit due to unsanitary conditions. On July 18, 2024, Trooper Acass observed a black four-door car traveling well above the posted 60 miles per hour speed limit on I-630 West near mile marker 8. As the vehicle weaved through multiple lanes and rapidly accelerated past other cars, Trooper Cass attempted a traffic stop near the I-430 North exit. When approached, the driver, later identified as Diviana Bullock, provided false identification and then abruptly fled, initiating a dangerous high-speed pursuit.
Crossing Danbury Court. West on Pleasant Ridge, direction Pleasant Valley Drive. Speeds are at 70. Coming up on North Rocky Road.
During the pursuit, Bullock drove recklessly through city streets and highways, ignoring red lights and stop signs while reaching speeds of 80 to over 100 miles per hour. She maneuvered through Rodney Parham, Breckenridge Road, Pleasant Valley Road, and Cantrell Road. showing complete disregard for public safety as Trooper Cass followed closely. The chase escalated across multiple intersections and ramps, creating extreme hazards for other motorists. The pursuit came to an end when Trooper Cass executed a successful pit maneuver on I-430 South, causing Bullock's vehicle to strike a guardrail and roll into the median. Bullock was ejected from the vehicle and received immediate medical attention from on-scene responders before being transported to UAMS for treatment. Following the incident, Bullock was hospitalized and, once medically cleared, a warrant will be issued for her arrest. On June 6th, White Lake Township Police initiated a traffic stop near M59 and Fisk Road after observing a woman driving suspiciously. The driver, later identified as Mercedes Morris, provided a false name and immediately fled when the officer ran her information, prompting a high-speed pursuit. During a high-speed chase on June 6th, Mercedes Morris weaved dangerously through traffic on M59 for about 4 minutes before losing control of her SUV and crashing into a utility pole at M59 and Ridge Road in Highland Township. Officers quickly secured the wrecked vehicle and took her into custody. Morris, who had multiple outstanding warrants and a suspended license, now faces charges for fleeing and eluding law enforcement and other related offenses.